Championship Boxing returns to the Duke City. Legacy Boxing Promotions Noche de Campeones, November 4th at Tingley Coliseum. In the main event, Abraham Hammer Perez battles Luis Villapadilla for the IBA Flyweight Championship of the World. In the co-main event, Aaron Angel Baby Perez faces Rafael Reyes for the New Mexico State Lightweight Championship, plus a stacked undercard featuring some of the top talent from across the Southwest. For tickets, call 505-382-5126.
Well, McCage Minds, Micah Frankel, and today I am joined by BKFC 52's Johnathan Miller. Sir, how you doing? How you feeling?
Feel great.
Feel great. What does feeling great mean? What does that feel like?
Hungry, ready to hurt somebody.
Hungry, ready to hurt somebody. So it sounds like you're ready for fight night.
Oh, 100%.
What is camp preparation for this third Bare Knuckle BKFC fight? What has it been like?
This one's been a little rougher. The camp has, because I had more weight to cut this time. I cut from 240 all the way to 205. It's been a little more difficult because my last one I had my hand injury, and it set me back a little while, and I just sat on the couch being a fat ass instead of still training. So it's been a little rougher this time.
We all have those moments, where we sit on the couch and we look at the running shoes, and it's like, even if I just go out and walk the dog right now, I'd be more productive. But I'm probably going to watch a fight on TV right now and just sit here. We all do it. We all do it, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it probably feels like at this point in the camp, you're like, damn, why'd I do that?
Oh, yeah. It's like, dang, what'd you do that for, man? Dang. My last cut was super easy.
Where'd you start that last camp at? That was about, what, 6 months in between fights? Or was that one a shorter turnaround?
Yeah, something like that. I think that's when it was. I have to go back and look at it when it was. But, yeah, something like that.
So you were just walking around lighter at that point?
Yeah, because after my first one, I stayed in camp to get to my next one, and then I was staying in shape and everything else. When I broke my hand, I got discouraged and everything else. It took forever for me to use it again.
Right. People don't think about that. They hear, oh, an athlete's injured, and they think, oh, right away, it's normal recovery, or even sooner, because you guys are looked at almost as superhuman. But what was that process like, and how mentally fatiguing is it going from being this warrior to you got a limb not working?
This hand injury is nothing. Like I've been injured before and everything else. I've been fighting since 2011, but I've never had a hand injury this bad. Like that's the worst thing to come back from. You have no hand, you can't fight.
What was the extent of the injury?
I had 12 fractures in my one middle finger.
Oh my. Oh, yeah, so total reconstruction of the finger?
Over by a semi truck is what he said, how he put it.
Oh my. How did you fight with that sort of injury?
I actually broke my hand in the first round, and I came out the second round and still fought. And I guess the adrenaline. I mean, I was feeling it. I could feel it because my hand was like, it was locked up. The finger was locked up because I couldn't even move it. So that's why when you saw me, I was doing nothing but my right hand, and I held his head with my broken hand while I was punching him.
Did you realize how bad it was after the fight, or was this something that the doctors had to tell you it wasn't the normal break?
No, after the adrenaline wore off, I could tell something was definitely wrong. I couldn't even sleep or nothing. And I drove all the way back from South Carolina all the way back to Florida before I even went to the doctor for it. I went to the doctor 2 days later, I believe.
Oh my, that had to be an excruciating 2 days.
It was pretty bad.
When do you feel like you truly got to start the recovery process and get to use the hand again?
Well, I was doing really good. I actually had signed another contract before this one, and right at the end of it, I think it was 2 weeks before the fight. I forget, but I actually re-injured it, and that's what really put me in like a depression almost. It's like, dang, am I going to be able to come back? And then this time, I took some more time off, and I strengthened my hand. I just did nothing but strengthening from my hand, and now she's back.
Was there any kind of process it took to get over the using of it after the setback? Really, did there take some wanting to use it full force in training?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
What were those kind of steps you felt like to getting you back to then being you with that weapon?
I just had to bite down on it and fight through the pain, and it finally caught. I mean, trying to figure out a word to explain it, but I bit down through the pain and just powered through it, and now she's better. I mean, like I still have stiffness. Like wake up in the morning, that's stiff and everything. You just got to stretch it out and everything else. But other than that, it's fine.
This has been quite a first year for you in Bare Knuckle. We got 2 extraordinary wins. You've already had this adversity that you've had to overcome to get back here. This is quite a journey in a sport that you haven't been in for a long time.
Yeah, I got goals to set.
Where are those goals at? You've had the 2 wins. Everyone's impressed. A huge position here on the card, the feature fight. Where are the goals?
I have one goal. One goal. Lorenzo Hunt is holding my belt, and I'm going to need that belt.
Lorenzo Hunt searching out for the 2 division champion. We saw, and we're seeing on your card, guys with 3 wins. Keith Richardson, not to mention Coltrane here at the top of the BKFC 52 card. Couple spectacular wins, and you can earn a title shot. Do you think that's a trajectory that you could also be in right now?
100%. I mean, you can't take nothing from Lorenzo Hunt. He's a badass champion. But who else is there to fight? He's done fought everybody. I mean, you can throw Jeremy Pitbull in the picture. You can throw what's the other dude?
From the UK?
Houston Alexander. You can throw him in the picture. Them cats are old. It's in time for a new generation. It's time for them to go.
Do you feel like it has to be a spectacular win, or do you just think 3-0 is enough to make that call out and get the title fight?
I mean, I don't see why not. If Chris Camozzi can do it at 2-0, why couldn't I do it at 3-0?
Well, we do know that Chris Camozzi did have that reputation as an advantage, and we got to understand that is an advantage in this sport.
Yeah, I mean, but still, I don't know. I would smash Chris Camozzi. He wouldn't even go to decision with me. I would smash Houston Alexander, Jeremy Pitbull, all of them.
What I take from this is it's good to see that depression is far in the rear view and the confidence is all there and thriving again.
Oh, that's 100% there. I'm hungry and I'm coming.
The fight's there in Florida. Do you like getting the fight in your neck of the woods, or would you rather get out and travel?
That really don't matter to me. I mean, I got my mindset on one thing. Like a lot of people will go, they're like traveling and everything else, see the world. I don't care about that. I have business to take care of when I'm there. I don't even care about all that stuff really. I have a goal to set, and that's what I want.
I've really heard it from some guys where there's just more stuff to do sometimes when you're at home, and other guys say, I like sleeping in my own bed.
I mean, yeah, that does. Yeah, I understand that part.
So there's that whole balance in the fight game. Like, how much more complex, and what are some of the complexities you think that the general fan just doesn't understand about being a fighter?
I mean, it's a different world. You know what I mean? You should, especially BKFC. It ain't just about skill. It ain't just about who's a better fighter. It comes down to who has the most grit, who wants it more. And that's me. I have all the grit you can handle. You're not taking me out. I promise you're not knocking me out. I promise.
Coming from an MMA background, I saw you had an extensive amateur MMA experience, do some pro experience. Did you expect the sport to be that much different transitioning? Because there is this just different feel from kickboxing, boxing, MMA to bare knuckle.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like boxing. Truthfully, when I fought my first fight, I expected it to be like boxing. And then after we started engaging and stuff, man, this is a different fight. It's literally a street fight. It's a dog fight. And normally, you mark my words, you look it up. First person that normally gets off is that person wins normally.
You feel that's just the sudden impact of the sport, how violent it is, how the bone on bone changes the game?
100%.
So is that changed your fight style from where you were at MMA to become the optimal version of yourself in bare knuckle?
No, it actually fit me perfectly because I've always been a brawler. Every fight, I had 76 amateur fights. And out of all those fights, I got knocked out twice my whole career. Chase Sherman knocked me out, and Austin Lane knocked me out, which both are ex-UFC fighters now.
Oh yeah, that's some high quality competition.
Every other fight, I got submitted. And I'm getting submitted. I've always been a brawler.
So yeah, this really did put you in a place where you were able to get into that skill set and really utilize your clinch.
100%. And hell, I ain't even got to really use my clinch yet. They won't stay standing long enough.
Do you expect somebody to be able to? I know you want to optimally tell yourself, of course, I'm going to find that guy that's going to stand here. You have to be prepared for that. But
truthfully, I ain't trying to say this sounding cocky or nothing. I just don't think nobody's going to be able to stand in the way of my power. I have extreme power in my hands. Like they said, I literally have bricks in my hand.
Oh, that's dangerous. So do you see another devastating finish ahead of you here in Orlando?
I do.
Do you see Sawyer Depee as a step up in competition, as this is a guy that's getting you more ready for a fight with the champion?
No. He should not be ranked number 5.
So this is just your opportunity to take that number?
Yeah, this is him giving me 3-0. Is all it's doing for me.
But it gets you into the rankings, so you gotta like that.
I do like that, but like I told my wife earlier, she was talking about rankings and everything. I really don't give a shit about no rankings. I really don't. I don't care if I'm ranked 20. I don't care if I'm ranked 30. I want that belt. That's all I want. I want to beat Lorenzo Hunt's ass. I do not like him.
I hear you, but I'm going to slightly agree with your wife. She probably pointed out to you, the higher your number gets towards 0 is the closer you get towards that belt. So it's inevitability at that point. We have the family. You brought up the wife. It is Halloween coming up. Do we have any We're the Millers, or have you guys already done that for Halloween one year?
No, we haven't. We haven't done that. I think this year she has me dressing up as Sully, and my daughter's going to be Boo. Sully and Boo. Yeah, that's what it is.
And not the Halloween, not saying you're scary, but we've seen it, the mohawk, the beard. There's your profile pic. BKFC is intimidating. Like, is there a thought process to that you give off an intimidating appearance?
I do. I mean, everybody tells me that. They tell me I look scary, and that's why I'm not approachable because I look scary.
Is that something though that you like to play into, even for the face-offs of the weigh-ins? I know it's another pro fighter, but there's also that intimidation factor.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It works in my advantage sometimes, I believe.
So it was something you put some thought into?
Yeah, because I got something coming up. I wanna give off the Viking kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Eventually, I'm gonna put everything together and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna put something together.
Did you expect transitioning from MMA over to bare knuckle that this would be like a complete career change, that this would be your focus moving forward?
Yeah, I knew because the guy that got me into it was Dylan Kleckler. When I watched him fight and everything else, I was like, oh shit, this is my sport. This is what I have been waiting on. This is a game changer. And I just knew in my heart this was for me. And when he actually took me in to start training me for it and everything, I was 280 almost 290 pounds. That was 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yep.
How much of that was activity versus how much of that was needing to change up the diet?
It was all diet. I was eating like a pig. I wasn't working out correctly and everything else, and he's changed.
So bare knuckle kind of really has been a full revitalization for you.
Yes.
That's a really cool story to hear how it's changed you from the MMA fighter and how it's brought you around and found you this much more health.
Yeah, it's changed everything how I look at it. Like I'll probably never go back to MMA or nothing. Like I'll stick to this, or if anything else, I might do a boxing match or something. I really don't even want to do that. I don't even want no more gloves on my hands.
What is it that gives you that feeling that you've connected so much with it? Has it been the success, or is there something else in the competition?
I don't know. I like the way it feels on my hands. I ain't gonna lie. I like it. It's just that bone to bone. I love it. It's a different feeling. It's a lot faster pace. I like toe. When I saw the toe to line, I was like, oh yeah, that's badass. Yeah, it's all made for engaging, and that's what I want. I want to be gauged. You know what I mean? Because I seen on TV, before I even got in the ring, I was like, that ring is huge. If you get in there, it ain't huge.
No, it is not. How much different has that been operating from a cage to the squared circle?
Not really different from. I mean, not really that different. For real, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I fought in boxing rings. I fought in octagons. I mean, it's a ring with some shit around it so you don't fall out. Let's go.
Johnathan Miller, I appreciate you. Everybody, feature fight BKFC 52. If you got the app, you know how to watch. You really should check this one out. Sir, I appreciate you and thank you for the time tonight.
Yes, sir.